It's your boy, Sergeant Hooked Henshins. So today I'm doing a really fun video I'm very excited about. I just got done last night as we're recording this video, watching the Avataro Sentai Donbrothers press conference. So this video will be something along those lines titled Avataro Sentai Donbrothers press conference, details, information, and overall thoughts. Might be a two-part video, might be a one-part, I don't know yet. But first and foremost, I just want to talk about how excited I am for this show. I think that Sentai is at its best when it's really fucking weird. I thought that Zenkaiger was the apex of that, and I was wrong, because this is going even crazier than that. And the two CG Ranger things, I'm going to talk about that real quick. I'm going to talk about their characters in a minute. But they did reveal that, for one, our entire cast is human and will be human in the show. When Kiji Brother and Inu Brother transform, their transformed state is that CG dog and evil demon Slenderman nightmare fuel monster. So that makes me happy, because I wasn't sure, and I didn't know if we were going to get a thing like the SD Bot Bros where they would just be around all the time, even though I kind of like them, honestly, so I wouldn't be mad about that. But it would get kind of tiring having CG characters there all the time, even when they transform or when they're not. Because the reason that they turn into these forms is apparently in the name, the Avataro part of it, it's an avatar, like a game avatar, so it's like a representation of them within a video game or like a cyberspace of some kind. We're not really sure exactly right now, story-wise, what's happening with it. Yeah, so I guess I'll start off first with the characters. So each of these has they're all based off of the Legend of Momotaros, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if I didn't say that right, but the Legend of Momotaros, which is a Japanese folklore story about a boy who's born from a peach and has 4 friends with him, all represented by the characters here. There's a demon, there's a bird, there's a dog, and a gorilla. And also, those were all represented within the Momotaro story is what they took to inspired them with them when they made Den-O. When they made Kamen Rider Den-O, that was similar. That's why there's Momotaro there too. So, anyway, first up is Taro Momoy. Again, their names are all going to have pieces of their ranger designation, if you will, which I think is kind of cool. 21-year-old man who lacks the ability to lie and came to the human world in a peach capsule. Works as a part-time courier and lives alone after running away from home. Via avatar change, Don Momo is good with a sword. So, this is our main red. He doesn't seem to be the, like, energetic, yell a catchphrase type red, which I like. I love Kito, and I don't have any problem with him yelling a catchphrase, but it's nice to have a break sometimes from that type of red. It's not a bad thing. It's just nice to have a change-up. And I already like some of the things about him, that he can't lie, and that he came from a peach capsule, which is like the original story where the boy was born from a peach. I'm wondering if that's going to, like, delve into like his backstory, and he'll have some connection maybe to the bad guys or something, and that's why he came out of a peach capsule. If it's like tech based, we're not really sure right now. So yeah, so that's him. And then blue is Saruhara Shinichi, 21-year-old, well educated. He inspects things and enemies like Sherlock Holmes and is called a professor by his neighbors. Via avatar change, Sarubo is all about strength. So kind of cool to see a blue that's all about like physical strength rather than the blue. He still is similar to some blues where they're, they have glasses, and well, he doesn't have glasses, but where they're like, the know-it-all, smarty, intelligent type techie kind of a blue. But I like that they're juxtaposing that with him being Sour Brother, the gorilla. I really like that. Yes, he does have a red butt because he is technically like a baboon gorilla thing, so it's proof of power is what they call it, which is really weird. I'm really interested in seeing the transformation sequence and how they're going to react to themselves, honestly. So anyway, third up is Kito Harkua, a 17-year-old high school student who aspires to be a manga artist. She won a manga award and lives with her aunt. Via avatar change, Oni's sister is a tricky fighter. So I like this. I like that she's the youngest of the group. I like that she's still in high school, and I like that she's a manga artist. A bunch of really cool little details about her, and I hope that they really do some good character work with her to have her have some centric episodes actually dealing with that. I think that's a really strong thing that Sentai can do. And that sometimes writer can struggle with, and vice versa. And I like that she's, in the trailer at least, she seems to be like standing sort of, or like fangirling a little bit over the bad guys. Brain Persons, I think, is the name of the group. and they keep like knocking her over and everything. It's like a shtick, so I think that's kind of funny. There was some kind of uh like what's it called, grain of salt thing that she was supposed to be, I guess, at one point working with them and gets kicked out, and then she joins the rest of the team. I don't know how that's going to work because everybody's human here, so I don't know. Next is Inu, as an Inu brother, Inukaza Tsubasa, a wanted 24-year-old who is sarcastic, selfish, and mistrusting. He was accused of a mysterious crime, so we don't know what this crime is yet. Could be he stole a lollipop, could be tax evasion, could be murder. Who knows? Maybe all three. But I do like the juxtaposition of this. Hold on a second, if you can see from my phone. This very serious man and the little doggy he's going to become. Also, the thought today, how are they going to do a helmetless roll call? Are they going to do that? Because his head on a tiny little doggy body is going to look real weird. Toei, alright, I trust you. I do. But, anyway, the avatar change, Inubro for short, is short and fast. Finally for the team is my personal favorite, which is weird because I usually am like stuck on the reds every time. But finally for the team, Kijino Tsuyoshi, a 33-year-old man who lives an ordinary life. Seems like a dork. He has no oldest member of the team too. No dream of his own, and is instead betting on his wife's dreams coming true. So we stand a wife. We stand a man who stands his wife. I stand my wife. The avatar change, Kijibro is tall and is good at aerial combat. So I like that kind of a setup. They have all their different little quirks and how they work, and that works into their transformed states. I don't know if they choose these forms. I'm assuming if it's going to be a virtual avatar, type of game character situation, that they might be able to. But yeah, so a surprising thing, Kaito being in it, he runs the shop Donbro, where Taro works. He supports the team and is completely different from his normal self in Zenkaiser. He also becomes Zenkai Black. And there's a part in the trailer where he says Zenryoku Zenkai, like it translates into English, Zenryoku Zenkai, what is that? So I'm wondering if that's a scene from later in the series where like Juran has found him. People are wondering if this Kaito either A, is Kaito taken over by that god and then something else happened and messed up his memory, and him maybe using the Sentai gears starts bringing back his memories, or it's a variant Kaito, like the Kaito of their world, who's still Zenkaiser but with no team. And that's why he doesn't know anything about Zenryoku Zenkai, because he's not the same Kaito. I don't know for sure. There is also thoughts of it being a combination of him and Stacy together, of him being taken over by this god, being evil, and then Stacy coming to try and save him with a new form. I thought of calling it Stacy's or Colorful, after the colorful, cafe. But anyway, interesting, he's in there. Jin Momoy, Taro's foster father, who is locked up in a virtual prison but can interact with the outside world via an avatar. He hands out mysterious sunglasses and gathers everyone to help Taro. So I'm guessing those sunglasses become the Down Blaster. Pretty sure maybe they're even the virtual reality goggles they use, something like that. But interesting, he has a father figure, and he's actually played by the actor who played another 01 in the Reiwa First Generation movie. So that's pretty cool. They're really doing that a lot, using these actors in both Sentai and Rider and swapping between. I like that. Next to the villain group, they're named Brain Person. First member is Sonoi. He is calm and graceful and also enjoys painting. I'll show you. You can see for the picture here. It's kind of hard to see because it's from my phone, but 'tis a beautiful man. Again, I do plan on editing better. I know I look like an amateur like this. I just don't have the time or the program to be able to edit, so that's why I just want to show you what some of these people look like. Next is the solo female of the group, Sononi. She is interested in human love affairs and begins simping now, I suppose, if you'd like to. Kind of cool. And finally is Sonoza. He is an eerie man who laughs and cries at strange moments, and it could lead to some really comedic times. He is interested in human emotions. So there is Sonoza there. And in the trailer, at least, we do see them in a transformed state. If you notice on their wrist, they have a little piece right there. I'm thinking that's their changer of sorts. So Um, but yeah, so that's going to be our main cast there. I'm trying to see if I can get a good look at the whole oh my gosh, hold on a second. Google's being silly. Trying to get a good image here. There we go. You can kind of see them there. That's a little bit better. So I can flip it. There we go. Kind of do it like that. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna do the best I can. So that is the group transformed. Let's see if I get close here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And it seems like apparently someone brought up there's like these really wacky looking old toku show one-off villains in these random shows that aren't Sentai Rider that they are supposed to be representative of. I think they're not Sentai Rider, maybe they are. But yeah, so they're our villain group. So it seems like we have a 3-person evil Sentai group, kind of like the Neji Rangers, or the Psychos, if you want to call them that. Yeah, so that's kind of the setup of the cast. I really like this. It seems very, very, very unique from what we gotten before. They also gave some like pictures and box art of some of the toys and stuff like that. The alter gears, and there's the Avatar gears, the alter gears, and the Robotaro gears. Robotaro gears are for their mecha. Alter gears give them like armor kind of a thing based off of that Sentai. There's like a Tokyuger one they showed off. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see people. There is like a grain of salt thing with this season that it's supposed to be like Gokaiger-esque, where they can transform into the previous teams using the Dawn Blaster and that gear. Because I guess they translated it from the Dawn Blaster image with like putting the gear in it. It says the transformation phase, like Ryu's so cool, Kaito change, stuff like that. I guess that'd be alright. I kind of would like them to go more of the Geo route, where it's like armor or a weapon based off of that. They don't necessarily go like Zenkaiger, because I'd just be copying Zenkaiger. But I think it's still a little too soon to just do the Gokaiger thing again. But yeah, I'm really interested in it. Nice little tidbit too. The singer of the opening for the show is actually the kid who played Daito in Ready Player One. The two little like Asian brothers. The older brother, that's him, and he also didn't know this. He was in Double, Kamen Rider Double, the like whirlwind dancing episode or whatever it was, the one dancer episode. He was one of the guys in that as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Theme song sounds pretty good. You see part of the dance in the press conference as well. I'm waiting to have it subbed, and then I'll watch it through and be able to pick up on a lot more. Yeah, and I guess Kiji Brothers actor made some kind of offhanded joke that was like, hopefully this is successful, not too weird for people, and if it's not, then we're not so sure there'll be a 47. So I hope that's not true. I'm thinking that they're doing decent enough toy sale wise with things to like not cancel it and stuff. But that's always been like, I feel like, oh, Sentai's canceled, blah 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 blah. Yeah, because that random dude on the internet who lives near mom's basement. Like, anyway, but Donbrothers looks really great. As far as connecting it to Zenkaiger, I have some thoughts. I'm thinking there's going to be something with this god character, which please give him a name. I'm getting really irritated just calling him the god character, the godlike character, the deity. There was some rumor that besides the trio here that we've gotten revealed now, there was supposed to be a fourth, which was Gege, but having a full humanoid form. So I wonder if that's going to happen, if Gege is going to be the one surviving member of the Toji Tendo, and he's going to hop to this universe and try to, screw it over himself. It could be cool. I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited for this, and I'm sad to see Zenkaiger go. But if the transition and like connective tissue, if you will, between the two is good, I'm happy with it. I'm feeling like Zenkaiger is going to end on kind of a more subtle, sour note, in the way of like a sad note, in the way that I think this god character is going to get pissed at Kaito for doing something here, and is going to separate him from all of his friends. And Juron's going to see him get thrown into the world of Donbrothers and try to go after him to save him. leaving the others behind and leaving room open for a team up, clearly for like a versus movie or a summer movie or whatever they're going to do. Yeah, it would also explain Kaito's character in Donbrothers. And I hope that this season's successful enough that they continue to have some connecting things between the seasons. They've only done it a few times here and there, not very often. Clearly, Power Rangers is known for doing it. I mean, the entirety of MMPR through to In Space and mostly part of Mars Galaxy even are connected as the Zordon era. After that, it goes on, to the post Zordon era. We had revolving, returning cast and stuff like that. So they could do some really cool stuff with it. I'm interested in seeing where they go with it. I like the suits. I like the Dawn Blaster. I like the Zanglass Slasher, the sword. What we see of the combat in it looks good. They didn't show much, of course, of Kiji and Inu Brother fighting, mainly because they're CG. So I don't know if all that CG is finished being detailed out as best that they can. Again, it seems like a very experimental season, so I'm hoping it works out well for them. I hope they do not give a flying fuck, if you will, about the response in America, because there are lots of little baby children on Twitter trying to act like this is the end of everything, and oh, it's the progressive blah 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 wing trying to make the male pink, seriously, and it's like, just shut up. Nobody cares what you have to say. Stop talking so much. Just give it up. Or the people that are like, oh, do they change into a cat and a dog? Well, clearly you're not paying any attention. Plus, why do you care? You're not going to watch it anyway. It's always the people that don't watch it and just go off hearsay that try to make the negative comments about it. It's like, please go on. But anyway, what do you guys think of this? And let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for Donbrothers? Are you kind of in the middle? Are you like meh on it? Are you going to skip it for a year? I'm myself personally excited. My Dawn Blaster hopefully will be shipping soon. It's all paid off and ready to go. I just gotta let it have it actually ship from Toe Collectibles. I probably am not gonna do a ton of Donbrothers merch stuff as far as like gears and such for Toku Toy Views. But I might do a few things. I just don't want to go too cuckoo because I went fairly cuckoo for Zenkaiger, and budget-wise, I want to be careful. We're moving into a new house, and it's going to be a bit of a bigger house payment, so budget's not going to be as open for things like that, clearly. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments below about the series. If you guys want me to expand on a few more things, I can try and look up a few more things. Again, I said once the somebody eventually translates the whole press conference, I'll watch it again and translate it, and then maybe I'll have some more things to add on to this video. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for letting me talk about Japanese children's media every week. By this point, hopefully, by the time this video has been put out, I already have my Zenkaiger episode 46 review up if you want to watch that, and also my revised episode 21 review. Hiromi, please come back to us. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay hooked in Henshins. Bye-bye.